I need like freshness in my life. I don't think I've eaten like a vegetable like. Definitely gotta get some Mickey waffles. I haven't had any.
Really?
Oh, tater tots, yes. So everything's always half out of focus. Hey guys, I just had an awesome breakfast with. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shay.
And
Who are you?
who are you?
Woo! Okay, good job.
They are on their way to Animal Kingdom, and I'm on my way home. But I'm so glad that coming in that we got to meet each other. You were my first like Instagram, YouTube friend.
I know.
And I'm just so much fun.
I know, and she's so sweet.
Thank you.
Yay.
Okay, time to make the long drive to front. I'm watching Mr. Michael be very mean.
He's so mean. Is this yours?
No. It's like 12:30. We got a late checkout. All packed up, ready to leave.
Also, I'm really confused.
Yeah?
We're all in different boarding groups.
Wait, what do you mean?
Mom's group B,
Uh-huh.
John's group D, I'm C, and you're D.
But we're next to each other, right?
Yeah.
That's messed up, because wait, that's ABCD, right?
Yeah. So weird.
When we get to JetBlue, I would like tell them that.
Yeah.
Anyway. A weird thing happened in Animal Kingdom last night. I meant to talk about this. There's like this really weird guy. He was like asking people for like their phones. Like we heard him ask the people behind us. Summer was on her phone and I was like, get it away. Put it away. And then he came up to Summer and asked for her phone. And of course Mom and John pounced like they're ready to kill him. And then he went away, but I think he was trying to do like a scam.
Yeah.
But he did not scam us today.
Not today, say.
Not today.
Yeah, it says it in the front window.
Yeah. The Tragical Express.
Sad.
When you go home, it's tragical. Let's see, what time is it?
1:35. This ad wrap
Right
is
on
bomb.
the dot, 1:35.
It's 7:44. We were supposed to fly away 3 hours ago. And now not only are we not flying today, we're staying at the Marriott Hotel in the airport. Because we're like the only, it's like JFK is not flying people out. Everybody else is, even LaGuardia in Newark. So we're taking the 6 a.m. train tomorrow, or 6 a.m. plane tomorrow to Newark. So what an adventure. We're going to the hotel inside the airport, so we'll see how that is. But there is lightning that's hitting the ground, so. Look at this! We're at the Orlando International Airport, LOL. But this is actually really cool. Are we closer to, could we have gone another way?
No, I got it one way.
No, it actually is looped. This is so cool. Hello, peasants. Hello, guys. I am back home with my cat Elfie, who's sleeping in the window. But I kind of just wanted to explain what went on our travel day, because it was definitely a little confusing, and honestly I didn't really figure out what fully went on until we got home. So you know what, actually I can't. My hand's gonna get too tired holding this. So what basically happened, so we had a flight out of Orlando at 4:46 p.m. on Tuesday. It was not, I don't think it was raining anywhere actually at that point. But something that was going on was the rapper Post Malone, I guess I'll insert a picture here, he was on a private jet that took off in New Jersey at Teterboro, which I don't really know where that is, but it's somewhere in New Jersey. But when it took off, the plane, the wheels like exploded or deflated. Something happened where his private jet of 16 people was supposed to go to London, but it couldn't because it exploded. Or something happened. So they spent 6 hours circling an airport to land without the wheels. So when we got to Orlando, we got through security, and basically as soon as we got through security and sat down, our flight was delayed from 4:46 to 6 o'clock. And when we looked it up, that seemed to be the reason. We kind of assumed, oh, maybe that's the reason why, because at that point they were still circling the air to land. You know, the whole air traffic thing was messed up. All the JetBlue flights around us were kind of delayed about an hour or so. Cool. So at 6 o'clock, we board the plane and we sit down. Everybody's in. We sit down and it just starts thundering, lightning, and pouring rain outside. So we are stuck on the plane now. And about an hour passes from that. And we basically aren't getting an update, and the guy says, you know, if he gave us not like an ultimatum, but he basically gave us an option, which I think in a situation you shouldn't do this with like a plane full of 150 people, but he was like, now we could stay on or we could deplane. So if one person wants to deplane, everybody has to do it. It's an all or nothing. And I was like, why did you give us this option? Because like if some people want to deplane and some people don't, then people are going to get mad at each other. Like, you're the company, you make the decision to do it. So eventually I think we were on the plane for about an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. And we eventually deplaned because it just was not getting better and the guy was not getting anything from air traffic control. And it was weird because when we got off the plane, other planes around us were taking off. So we're like, it can't be the lightning here. So it was a little confusing. And this is information I found out later, but it pertains to that moment. We were flying into JFK, and flights that were flying into Newark and LaGuardia, which are two neighboring, were all like New York, New Jersey, very close to each other airports. They were all landing. They were all the planes from Orlando were taking off that were going to those two airports, but not JFK. And both JFK and LaGuardia are in Queens. They're very close to each other. So we were like, why can't we fly if everybody else is flying? And it turns out that JFK actually has a much stricter like air traffic landing procedure. So while Newark and LaGuardia was letting people fly, because there were storms in DC and things like that, so we were gonna have to fly over the ocean. Even though those airports were letting people fly, JFK was not. So our flight just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. At this point, it was like 8 o'clock, and so we were supposed to fly out over 3 hours ago, and it just did not look like it was going to get, you know, it looked like it wasn't going to fly. So we kept, at that point, once we all deplaned, all the babies are just screaming. Like, we're all just like so confused. And I didn't know, because we had booked, you know, the non-refundable tickets, I didn't know if we could start, if we could exchange them, because really it wouldn't have mattered to us. Honestly, we could have gotten any other flight, but Summer had a job interview at 11 o'clock on Wednesday, so we kind of had to fly out early or hope that flight didn't get canceled. But basically after like 5 minutes, everybody around us were rebooking flights, getting hotels. There's a family next to us that it was 7:31 and there was a flight leaving to Newark at 7:37 and they were like running to it. It was kind of like chaotic. So Summer went in line to try and get us new tickets, and I'm looking up hotels, and eventually we were able, it was just easier, because we still did not know at this point if the flight was going to get canceled. It was just easier for us to rebook our flight. There was a 6 a.m. flight that would land in Newark, so we knew that even though there wasn't supposed to be rain or anything, we knew that like Newark, it would definitely land. And then there's a Hyatt hotel in the airport, so we were able to get that for actually pretty cheap. So in the end, our flight did leave, but I think it left at like 10 or 11 at night, so we wouldn't be getting into like 2 or 3 in the morning, something crazy like that. So it was better for us to just get on the 6 a.m. flight. We got that hotel. The hotel, literally a room, like I could look down at TSA and see the wait times. So it was just much easier to do that. So that was kind of like, I've never had to deal with anything like that before, and now we know I would rather spend the extra money to fly to Newark or LaGuardia than JFK, because they really like, they messed up everything. Like their strict air traffic rules were the reason like our flight and our flight only wasn't flying out. It was very odd. So that was basically the story of that. We took a 6 a.m. flight on Wednesday, got in at 8:30, ran to get the train back to New Jersey, and then all of Wednesday we basically just slept in, and now it's Thursday and I'm still kind of like tired. So that was basically it. That was the end of our crazy adventure. I was kind of glad it happened. Like, there's such a crazy thing. It really added. I kind of wish we knew, like, not that, I kind of wish we knew while we were still in Disney, because then we could have, like, gone to a different resort for a night or something like that and didn't have to waste 7 hours at the airport. But then it worked out with such an early flight. We literally just woke up and went downstairs and were able to get on the plane. So it all worked out. Crazy time to end our Disney trip. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and who knows what my next adventure will take me. Well, for now, my next adventure is moving back to New York and going to college, so stick along for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this trip.